Hello, I hope you're well. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be the most terrible. So if that's the case for you, please take good care of yourself above all. And I can relate because having struggled with eating disorders for many years, Christmas was the worst. I mean, any occasion that involves large quantities of food obviously wasn't ideal, but Christmas had that added layer of the rhetoric of joy and happiness and blasted smiles and presents and all of that. So yeah, it was just the worst. I'm mostly recovered now, thankfully. So that's not much of an issue anymore, but the bad memories are still there. So yeah, I feel ya. But I'm here to talk about something positive and joyous and hopeful, and that is our plans for 2026. One thing I've learned these past few years is that if you really want to achieve something and go far, you kind of need to be obsessed about it. And I don't mean it in the sense of becoming a maniac or losing a sense of balance, but you kind of do need to adopt tunnel vision, and zoom in on whatever it is you want to achieve and think about it day and night. Well, not at night, I want you to sleep at night, but you get what I mean, right? So for instance, I'm someone who has always had the tendency to want to try out many things, to learn about many different things. And I mean, curiosity is a great trait to have, and I did learn different skills, but I never really went in deep and I never really achieved big results. And this year, 2025, I decided I wanted to do something different, like really go all in on what was most important to me, and that was my health. Because as I've mentioned in previous videos, I struggle with the aftermath of all those years of eating disorders, and I was also diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. So yeah, these past years have not been a lot of fun in terms of my health journey. So I had started a few years ago to follow different doctors, functional doctors, other people operating in the space of health and wellness. But the fact is, it was mostly men. The research they were sharing was based on men's body, men's physiology, men's hormonal health, and their habits, their recommendations were great for men. But things like intermittent fasting or training in a fasted state were not good for my hormonal health. And yeah, this year I completely changed my approach. I started following people like Stacy Sims and other women and experts in the field of women's health, women's training, women's hormonal health, and all of that. And every podcast, every article I read was about women's health, was about gut health and ulcerative colitis in particular, was about some specific issues tied to eating disorders and all that. And for the first time, I actually saw some real changes. And I started to adopt some habits that really work for me, to have some routines that are making a difference. So yeah, the power of devoting yourself to one thing, maybe 2, 3 tops, is really strong. So I want to invite you all to take some time, not to make a generic list of New Year's resolutions, but to really narrow in on what is it that you really need now, what is it that you really want, what is it that you're going to obsess over in 2026. In my case, it's going to be making more money, not for the sake of it, but because now that I feel a bit stronger physically, I want to be in a stronger financial position as well. Unfortunately, again, because of my long history of eating disorders, I was never able to really build a career for myself. And money was never my priority. I was always able to get by, but that's about it. And 3 years ago, more or less, I started learning more about personal finances and investing, and that has made a big difference already. I started to budget, I started to invest, and I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, that sense of, I felt more empowered for the first time. And now that I'm a bit stronger, I want to do more. I have ideas, things I'll be working on this coming year. I've already started doing research and learning, and I have some plans that are at an initial stage. I'll keep you updated on that, but yeah, that's going to be my obsession for 2026 in the sense of my focus. And yeah, that's basically what I came here to say. Our attention is a very, very precious thing. Our ability to focus is something, unfortunately, we're all losing because, as we've mentioned already, we live in a world where we're constantly overwhelmed with information. We have everything at our fingertips, but the end result is that we don't really then go deep on anything. So I want to really change that, and I invite you to do the same. And let's see how far we can go if we really devote ourselves to what matters to us now. So let me know in the comments if you'd like what it is you're going to work on in 2026. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye. Ciao.